Pooch kick here
by Charlie.
This is a long 3 yards.
4th and 2. They're looking to get somebody off sides, perhaps, at the 10.5-minute mark in the first quarter. Charlie keeps it himself. He's rolling left. Quick pass out to Dodge. Dodge gets wrapped up right away, loses a yard on the play. Turnover on downs in their own territory. South takes over.
Yeah, that's just, again, I'm not so sure I want to do that on the first drive.
Scott,
it was a dangerous
apparently
play.
We're just live now, so welcome to the broadcast, Grizzly fans, where the Grizzlies just turned over the ball on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Grizzly 40 for the Panthers.
The reason why I guess I'm going to play Monday morning quarterback on that one is that it's your first drive. You don't want to give the Panthers good field position, which you just did. Now they're on your 40-yard line.
Keefe is the quarterback for the Panthers. He's in the shotgun. We got a lot of penetration, but he's going right by. Tackled on the play by Charlie Keith. That is the running play. Scott, what number is that? Is that 27?
Yeah, 27.
That's
and
Compo.
Again, this field is going to be in rough shape by halftime. I can tell you that right now.
Scott, he's a freshman. Joshua Compo is a freshman for the Panthers.
The cutting is going to be really tough for both teams.
That's his other brother, Compo. Bumps it out to the outside.
And he has good speed.
Across the 35. Picks up 5 yards on the play.
But nice pursuit by Goffstown on that play. And that was Teixeira on the tackle. And I tell you, Jonathan Teixeira, I keep saying it, every game he's getting better and better.
So we have the Compo brothers in the backfield with Keefe. They've got 2 wide on the bottom of your screen, 1 on the top. He's rolling to the left. He's looking downfield on a lot of pressure. Ball's loose. It's a fumble. It looks like Panthers recover. Great pursuit for the Grizzlies.
And we're going to be seeing that a lot today, Alan. I really do. And the ball is wet. It's going to be tough for both offenses to hold on to this ball. And I don't know if you'll see a whole lot of passing either because you're talking about gripping a wet ball.
I agree. That's going to bring up 4th down, 11 yards to go. Set back to receive is Dodge for the Grizzlies. Doing the kicking for the day. I believe that
high snap.
Very high snap.
Nice kick.
Good kick. Fair catch is caught by Dodge. Kicking is number 68, Arneson for the Panthers. Excellent kick, Scott.
Yeah, that was Ben Dodge on the fair catch. Good job by him. That ball was a knuckle ball coming in on him. And in these situations, in these conditions, you just want to catch the ball.
Well, Scott, on your fingertips. I mean,
it's
catching
cold.
That ball, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult not only catch passes, but certainly those punt returns and kick returns will be tough on the special teams. The Grizzlies come for their second chance, their second offensive charge with 8.5 minutes. Now this time, Scott, they're deep in their zone. They're on the 21. It's 1st and 10. Keith rolling to the right immediately, looking downfield. Pass is incomplete, intended for Stinnett.
A little bit behind him on that play. Heidenreich was trying to drive his defender all the way deep. That was going to be a designed play for a wide receiver, almost screen type play, and it just didn't materialize. Ball was thrown a little behind him.
2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies. They've got their weapons deployed.
Looks like, though, Nashua South has some pretty good team speed on defense. Yeah,
I agree. That's Dodge in motion. No, Leahy. Leahy's going to get it up around the end. He's picking up some yards. Picks up about 4 yards on the play, it looks like, Scott.
Exactly. Leahy went to his left-hand side, picked up about 4 yards, and was tackled by number, 68?
That's the punter, Arneson.
Yep. So he must have been the one I said 58 before.
Yeah.
I got to get my glasses checked, Alan.
Yeah.
So it's a long 3rd and 8. He only picked up 2 on that play. It's a definite passing situation.
3rd and 8 for the Grizzlies. Keith keeps it himself, tries to go up the middle. Bumping to the outside. He dives.
He's going to be
across the 25.
Shy. I think he's going to be short by about a yard. Maybe
I agree.
2.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be short.
So I can't fathom that the Grizzlies are going to go for it here. I mean, I know they're lined up, but this is another one of these situations where you pooch kick it, 4th down and 2.
Really deep in their own zone.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't even make sense. And maybe, you're trying to draw the defense offside, but I'm really hoping that they don't go for it here.
From the yardage markers, Scott, it looks like it's maybe just less than a yard or maybe a yard. They have it as 4th and 2. I think that's hard to believe, too. But
timeout, Goffstown. So you got to rethink that. I mean, I'm not sure if I even like that call because – now you've wasted a timeout, and you never know what happens towards the end of the half.
You're on your own 24.
Right.
The last time you could almost make an argument you're at the 40-yard line, 45, but now the 24, you got to get this ball.
Yeah, and I like it when teams, we've seen teams against us, Alan, where they're going to fake like they're going, and then the quarterback kicks it, so there's nobody even
then
who's
it's
going
a
to
foot race
receive
for
it.
the ball.
Exactly.
Scotty.
And it's not like, Goffstown in their first 2 drives has been pushing the guys off the line. They really haven't so far. Nashua South has been keeping the Grizzlies from penetrating in their backfield.
Well, Scott, the offensive unit's on the field. This is Keith in shotgun. He's keeping it himself. He wants that yard. Oh, he gets tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Scott,
I don't think he got it.
No, he definitely didn't get it. But Scott, he got bumped. If he didn't just, it's
I don't know. I guess you got to have a lot of confidence in your defense, but why do you want to start off, like putting so much pressure on your defense? Yeah. I don't get it, but.
Well, the Panthers find themselves in excellent field position from the Grizzly 25-yard line. They're 1st and 10. Keefe with Compo in the backfield.
Maybe Goffstown knows something more than we do in terms of their defense. And that's a big hole.
Keith slips up on that play, wrapped up right away by Charlie Keith. That's number 11 on the run. That's Frost.
But Frost couldn't get any traction. He tried to dig his feet in, and
you could see he wanted more traction.
He couldn't. I mean, had this been good field conditions, I believe that he would have been able to make that cut and get 4 or 5 yards, but he didn't get anything there.
Grizzlies defense puts up a nice stand, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
One of the differences, Alan, is the Grizzlies defense is Charlie Keith. If you see him playing on the edge, he's very fast and he can tackle. That's been the difference the last 3 games.
And he can play the angles pretty well. That's Compo on the carry. Jason Compo tackled right away. That's number 34.
Brad Baxter was in on it.
39?
Yeah.
That's Picard on the tackle.
And 34. They were both in on that one. They lost about a yard.
As bad as the Grizzlies are, starting out, the Panthers aren't much better. The defense is
I get you, but
strong.
when you give this type of field position, Alan, it just takes one play and that's it. You can get a touchdown. It's not like you can have to go march 80 yards.
With Compo and Frost in motion. Rolling to his right, he's looking for Frost. Has an
nice
open tight
play
end.
by number 7.
Pass intended for number 81. That's O'Connor. It's incomplete.
But Ben Dodge got a hand on that one.
Pass was a little behind.
But now here's the other thing. And now that the ball is on the 24-yard line, you're going for it on 4th. That's the other difference.
Yeah,
okay?
you're giving them
4 downs. And that's why I don't really like this type of situation, because what's the worst case scenario? We turn the ball over and you got to march 80 yards.
Punt return.
Exactly. We got a lot of signals here. 2B something.
Boy, huh?
Yeah.
1B triangle was a signal on this play.
Keith.
And some hand signals from the coaches.
Keeps it himself, looking left across the middle. Has a wide open receiver.
Oh, wow. Look what I said.
That's Frost. And that's
a touchdown. Oh, wow. Look
for the Panthers.
Like I said, Alan, this is what happens.
That was a 25-yard play for the Panthers. Quick touchdown.
But my point is that if the ball was on the 50-yard line and that happened, you make a tackle, it's not a touchdown. You just don't give up a short field like that. I appreciate aggressiveness, but I think in this situation, going for it on 4th down and 2 on your 40-yard line is one thing, but
going for the extra point here is number 3. He's a sophomore. Kissling. Kick is up. Plenty of leg, and it looks wide, Scott.
No good.
That is not good.
Wide to the right.
That's going to bring up 6-0. The Panthers over the Grizzlies with 5:47 remaining in the first quarter.
Here's another thing too, Alan, is when you're going for it on 4th down and 1 or 4th down and 2 deep in your own zone, it's not like you got a dry field, all right?
No.
You don't have a dry field. So there's so much room for error. You slip. In that case, Charlie bumped into another player.
Yeah.
And he wasn't able to get.
And that's all it was. He got bumped because the blocker bumped
exactly
the lineman into Charlie. He got tripped up on it by his own guy and just fell short. Scott, that
was too short by a yard, but
less than a yard. Yeah.
The other situation too, though, is that when you're a team that's 1-5, you go for it in plays like that. Not when you got to win out to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Kissling set to kick for the Panthers. Set back is the whole gaggle of Grizzlies led by Keith, Leahy, Dodge, and Teixeira. Excellent kick and a land in Charlie's hands. He's back up at the 15. He's got the razzle-dazzle play. Who has the ball?
Number
it's Teixeira
12
that got tripped up on the 25. He fell on his own. Didn't even get tackled.
He fell on his own because the field conditions are really bad.
Sure.
And you can't make cuts. You got to go. You know who I want in this game? I want I-93 in this game.
Who is?
You know who it is. Juno.
Give us I-93. He goes north and south.
I want I-93 in the game because he does run right up the middle.
Who's out?
there?
Josh Juno comes into the game. Grossradamus says it again. Keith from the shotgun. Keeps it himself rolling right. Run pass option here. Cuts back in. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. Grizzlies.
Maybe a little more than that.
Maybe 6 or 7.
Right. But you could see how gingerly he's running, not because he's injured, because he has no footing.
Exactly.
But I do like Juno here because Juno just goes right up the middle, right between the tackles, and he doesn't have to worry too much about making cuts. He just runs hard up the middle.
Keith with Juno. Juno gets the call right up the middle. 93, they call him. He struggles, and
he's about a yard shy.
He's about a yard shy of the first up. Picks up 2 on the play.
Got to give credit to Nashua South. Their defensive front line is really giving Goffstown fits here. They haven't gotten a whole lot of push against South.
Grizzlies trail by 6 with under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. A lot of football left here today.
Give the ball.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
I give the ball to Juno right again. Just
have him go up that.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle. And Keith rolling to the left. He's going to have that first down, Scott. He's across the 35. Well, That's a first down for sure. First down conversion for the Grizzlies today.
So Goffstown is looking to run the ball, which is typically what you do in these types of conditions. That said, they are really baiting South in terms of a pass situation.
They got 3 wide out at the bottom of your screen. Leahy, Dodge, and Jared. I just want to say he went to Jared. Keith and Juno. Keith keeps it himself up the middle. Looks like he's still on his feet.
Free.
He's close to he's 1 yard shy of a first down. Pickup of 9 yards on the play.
Exactly, and that's all Charlie Keith, and that's all the push and strength of his legs.
Well, Scott, you've said this over the last few weeks. Is Charlie's biggest strength is his speed and his legs.
Exactly. He's an excellent runner.
He's a conversion from a wide receiver, Scott, so it's no surprise that he has that legs and speed that he has.
Although he proved me wrong last week at Central. He had some really great throws.
Keith from a low snap. He's looking to pass right up the middle. Pass is intended for Dodge. Way overthrown. Incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not sure who he was throwing to. That ball was at least 5 yards over their head.
Well, yeah, the Dodge was the only receiver there. Obviously, overthrown.
So it's a 3rd down and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go at the 3.5 minute mark.
Again, they're in these 3rd down situations. They haven't had. That was a good opportunity to throw the ball, I thought.
Look for Charlie to take this right up the middle, Scott. Charlie right up the middle. Can he get there? Forward progress.
He did not get there.
He got to the 45 and he didn't get to the 46.
Get there. He is a yard shy.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is that they're running like off the tackles. I'm thinking just run it right up the middle.
Yeah. Scott, they're 4th and 1.
And
maybe even less. They're going to go for it. Hey, you went for it on the 24. Why not go for it on the 44?
Yeah, but you know what? I think I go for it here. There's no doubt about it.
3rd time's a charm, Scott.
But you're given a lot of momentum if you can't get this one.
Charlie to Juno. Charlie keeps it himself. He's across midfield. Still on his feet across the 40. Dropped out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Grizzlies convert. 1st and 10. This time, first time, they're in Panthers territory.
And great blocking by the offensive line, especially on the left side for Goffstown. They able to spring Keith.
Scott, quick to the line of scrimmage. That's Juno. We got a flag on the field.
12 men on the field.
Yeah, we got pickup of a yard on the play.
Right, that was a quick snap, and the Panthers had a 12th man on the field. He was coming off.
Okay. Scott, the wind has seemed to pick up just a little bit. That'll result in a first down.
So that's 12 men on the field for Nashua South. That'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that'll result in a first down and 5. And it should be at the 32-ish.
Yeah, we're going to be it's like actually at about the 31-yard line.
Yeah.
Grizzlies will be about first down, 5 yards to go. Grizzlies marching down the field.
So number 26 in the backfield, Juno.
There's your 93. Leahy in motion. Looking to pass is Keith. A lot of pressure. Dodges one. Can't get away from the others. Boy, a lot of pressure there for
Is it number 50? I can't.
Yeah, number 2 had early contact, I thought.
Right, Brandon Martin looked like.
Charlie's on the ground. We're going to have a timeout here, official timeout.
That is not good.
Yeah, we're going to.
That is not good, especially when he's not moving.
He's
and
really not moving,
And it looks to me that could be like a knee type situation.
Yeah.
And he is not moving at all.
2:20 on the clock. Grizzlies trail by 6. They're 2nd and 5. Either way, he will have to come off the field. Look for Hanault taking the snaps. That's number 3. That's Jarrett Hanault. He's a sophomore.
And let's see what they're.
Scott, also dressed for the game, according to this roster, is a freshman quarterback, and that is number 10, I believe. That's Jonah Lopez. But, Scott, I believe there's another quarterback.
Strickland.
Strickland. What number is Strickland?
16.
We got number 16. It doesn't appear that he's on this roster today. Okay, we're being told by the analyst that number 16, Strickland, is dressed.
So they're checking out Charlie's, looks like it's his lower extremity, so it might be a knee or an ankle. And in this type of bad field situation, I say wet, soggy field, you make a cut, you can twist an ankle, you can sprain a knee.
It's so easy.
It's definitely an issue. Is that Coach Huft out there?
Coach is at his shoulders, yes.
Yeah. So the trainer is out there as well. There's obviously some concern for Charlie Keith right now, and he's sitting up. So
that's always a good sign.
Yeah.
Let's get him on his feet.
The key is that let's see how he walks, and he is not looking too good, folks. Sometimes
he's bending it. He's flexing it.
Sometimes you get the wind knocked out of you, and sometimes this is more than just that. So this is he is walking gingerly.
We're going to see number 3, Hanault, as a sophomore. Hanault
is a great passer. You're going to see some pass plays.
We're going to see some pass plays. The analysts are telling us from the
he is definitely favoring one of those. I think it's his right leg he's favoring, and he could barely put pressure on it. So I don't expect Charlie Keith to be back in this game, folks.
No, and Scott, if there's one position this year where the Grizzlies have depth, it's quarterback.
It is.
I mean, behind Hanault are 2 other strong quarterbacks the Grizzlies have that are freshmen. I mean, granted, they're freshmen, but, I mean, they're getting the job done on the freshman level. They're undefeated. 2:17 on the clock. Hanault right up to Stinnett. Picks up about maybe 2 yards on the play.
So here we are. We've got a 3rd down and about 2 yards. And a tough spot for Hanault to come into.
Oh, sure.
Sun looks like it's trying to
we can see blue, Scott.
Yeah.
You can see blue for sure.
So
under 2-minute mark, 3rd down, 2 yards to go for Hanault. High snap. Keeps it himself up the middle, picking up yardage. Looks like he has a first down. Grizzlies convert. Now they're 1st and 10.
So a great job by Hinault there. And he's not quite the runner that Charlie Keith is, but he just showed that he can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. That's Hinault. Keeps it himself again. Same play. Picking up more yards on the play. Picks up at least 5 yards, maybe 6. 128.
Maybe like it or not like it, Hinault is saying, hey, Coach, next year I want to be the starting quarterback. And
yeah, I think he's looking for that position for sure. High snap again. This time Stinnett up the middle, falling forward. Picks up about 3 or 4 on the play. Grizzlies doing a good job.
If Stinnett didn't lose his balance, I think he goes
Could have been in the end zone
there.
Another 6 yards. Ball is inside the 10, I believe, Scott.
Yeah, so it's on the 15, I think.
No, it's
10?
on the 10.
10,
right
okay.
on the 10.
So it's a first and goal?
And we're just under a minute. First and goal for the Grizzlies. Hinault doing a good job moving down the field. Keeps it himself again up the middle.
You're going to get a flag here.
Quick
You're going to get
tackle.
a hold by Goffstown.
We got a tackle on the play by number 50 for the Panthers. That's Martin. He's a senior.
I think you're going to have a hold on Goffstown.
Yeah, we do. That's a holding. It's going to come back.
Yeah, and you can almost see that as soon as it happened. I think it was one of the interior linemen grabbed a guy and almost brought him down. So it was pretty obvious from up here. And I'm a good, 40 yards off the ball.
At least.
So that's going to be that's tough. I mean, when you go now, you're going to be first and goal at the 20. You're going to almost have to pass.
Holding on the Grizzlies, that's for sure. 50 seconds on the clock. And, Scott, we've seen it in the past. We know Hinault can pass the ball for sure.
We do.
He can definitely throw. He was impressive last couple games. And with the wind picking up at 40 seconds, Hinault to Stinnett gets twisted on the line.
He doesn't get much.
Maybe picks up 1 or 2, maybe, Scott.
Yeah. Clock is kind of winding down in the first. We might see
one play if he can get it off in time.
Exactly.
We're just about the 20-second mark. Panthers late substitution. Oh yeah, adding people to the field.
I want to see a pass play here. I mean, you got to pick up 17 yards.
He can throw a dime if he needs to.
8 seconds. He's going to get this play off. This will be it for the first quarter. Hinault rolling to the right. There's Stinnett dropped up, dodging his own players. Brought down after a pickup of about 3 on the play. That'll do it for time in the first quarter. Grizzlies will be trailing the Panthers by 6 with a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. They'll be third down, 17 to go.
That was Campo on the tackle. He's all over the place.
Yeah, the freshman or the sophomore?
It was 26.
That's the sophomore.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a good family of hot football players
good
there.
Tackle. So it'll be what, third and
12 from the 17.
No, well, from the 12. So it's a first. It's a first and goal, is it not?
No, because they had the penalty. They pushed them back.
No, I'm trying to say it's a goal situation. So, yeah. So it's so now the other kicker is, what do you do? I say kicker. What do you do? Do you kick here because of the soggy conditions?
Well, we got third down. We got one more play to decide.
I go, but if you don't make it,
okay,
then do you kick it?
Well, tell me, Grostradamus, what's he going to do?
Slippery,
there's no way they're going to kick it.
Slippery field conditions. It's only you're only down by 6. So
you got to keep the snap. No, they're going for it. The Grizzlies are going to put the ball in the end zone.
I'm just surprised that we haven't thrown the ball a whole lot.
Jarrett can throw a dime. He's got Putnam, Dodge, Lee.
And so far, we really haven't seen too many throws from Goffstown. We know that Hinault can throw the ball. I like it when they get the ball in the hands of Putnam and.
We haven't seen any throws to Putnam or Jared.
So we're talking a full quarter, and there's been nothing in terms of an aerial attack.
Well, we tried
Goffstown.
one, and that was to overthrow on Ben Dodge.
Well,
Here we go. Hinault. He's looking right. Passes up. He's going to Jared. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Jared Heidenreich.
I didn't like that play, and I'll tell you why. Is that if you're going to do that play, it's a back shoulder throw to Heidenreich to only where he can catch it, and you threw the ball up like it was like it was a basketball jump ball.
Because Heidenreich has a good
so
that brings up fourth down, and now we're going to have the kicker for sure.
Yeah, and this is a tough play. Not only have to
David
get a good
Gibson.
snap.
Points matter, Scott. We're looking at a 30-yard field goal attempt for senior David Gibson. We know he has the leg to do this. Just under 12 minutes. Good snap. Good kick. It's up. And that's good. That's 3 points on the board for the Grizzlies.
Great kick by David Gibson. And, that was a high snap, good hold. Who was that, Ben Dodge on the hold?
Yep.
Ben Dodge with a nice play to get that ball down, and Gibson showed that he's got the leg.
Plenty of leg on that play.
So 6-3 Nashua South, and I'll tell you, if it were not for Goffstown giving South excellent field position on their first two drives, this is a pretty even game, no doubt about it.
And Scott, dare I say, the sun is coming out?
Yeah. So
sure.
No word yet on Charlie Keith.
No, I don't even see him.
He is on the.
He's on the table.
He's on the table. More than likely, it's a knee situation or an ankle, from what it looked like.
So the play there with
easy to get tripped up on the play, and David Gibson will get things ready to kick things off to the Panthers. Set back to receive is Campo and Frost. Great kick by Gibson. That's going to land in the direction of Frost. Frost is bringing it up. Has the sideline wrapped up by the Grizzlies. Taken down finally by number 20. Matt Beard on the tackle. First time I've called that name, Scott. Matt Beard, number 20.
Yeah, good job on special
He's a
teams
sophomore.
by Beard. And this is where, a lot of younger players make their name. That's
They
how
get their
on.
opportunities.
Exactly. So I really would like to see a turnover here if you're Goffstown. I mean,
sure.
whether that be forcing a fumble or an interception. Looks like you got, trips on the right? Maybe 4? How many guys do they?
Boy, they got 3 wide out on the bottom of the screen. They got a Campo.
They look all confused. 2 guys going at the same time.
Campo on the backfield. That's the freshman. That's Joshua. 3 at the bottom of your screen. No one on wide. Oh, here we go. There's the other Campo. Keith keeps it himself. Dodging tackles. Hagar rips him down to the ground. And that's a gain of 0 on the play.
Hager the horrible on the tackle.
Hager the horrible. Great tackle.
You talk about a guy who has come. He's another guy who's just like Hager has done an awesome job this season. Very unsung. He gets involved in a lot of tackles.
Up front, you have Cuddy, Picard, and Fragos. Campo in motion.
Handoff.
He's running to the left. Wrapped up. Looks like 33. Stinnett wraps him up right away. No gain. Loss of a yard on the play.
As I mentioned earlier, Alan, in those first 3 games, yes, we played some really good teams, but the Goffstown's defense, their team speed, they're quicker to the ball than they were in those first 3 games.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the Panthers have quite the speed as Merrimack.
And I give you that, but our defense is much improved.
Absolutely.
There's no one down here covering 15.
You got nobody down here on.
Yeah, we're going to have an open receiver for sure. Keith rolling left, looking left. Pass is complete. Good tackle. Pass is complete to number 81. That's O'Connor.
One thing I am going to tell you is that, I mentioned this in the first quarter, was that Charlie Keith is playing he plays defense too, and he has really shored up that defense. His absence on the defensive side of the ball
is being noticed. At the 10-minute mark, Ben Dodge set back to receive the kick. Good punt.
Short kick.
Short, very high. That's going to take a Grizzly bounce.
Oh, I don't like that play.
No, Teixeira, stay away from that ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Opening yourself to injury. Grizzlies will take over at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, look, they're talking to him. So Ben Dodge is saying, hey, just don't even touch that ball.
Yeah, you let that drop.
Right, that's good senior leadership by Dodge, talking to the sophomore, saying, listen, in a situation like that,
let it go out of bounds.
Let it go out of bounds.
Well, you're opening yourself to an injury here.
Not only that, but a turnover.
A turnover. Turnover and personal injury. Well, the Grizzlies find themselves 1st and 10 with under the 10-minute mark as they trail the Panthers 6-3. We hope you're enjoying the live broadcast here, brought to you by GTV Sports. Hanault in the shotgun, 3 wide out, top of the screen. Juno gets the call, 93, up and down. He's still moving north. He picks up about 5 on the play. Just about shy of midfield.
Tackled by number 60, Braden McDonald. Like I said, north-south, I-93, that's what you want.
We're right here, right in front of us at midfield. 9:30 on the clock, 2nd down, 5 to go for Hanault. Keeps it himself up the middle, wrapped up right away. That's 81. That's the tight end. That's O'Connor. He's a big fella.
Yeah, this is man. There's
6'3",
a lot of running
228.
plays for Goffstown, right? I mean, it seems like they have run the ball 90% of the time today, and we're 9 minutes to go until the half.
I'm calling screen out to Putnam. He's all alone. He's got one man down there. That's a screen. Screen.
Hanault with Juno. Rolling to the right. He's looking right. Pass is open to Dodge. Across the 25, the 20, the 10. Not going to touch him. He's in the end zone. No flag, no laundry. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Wide open, Allen, and that's a beautiful throw by Hanault. And, you know, as good as Charlie Keith is, and he is a great player, Hanault has a very accurate arm. And our analyst, Broden, was telling this, is that he can throw it. And that was a beautiful throw to Dodge, and Dodge has one of the best in terms of legs, in terms of speed on the team, so nobody's going to catch him. So Goffstown goes up 9-6 with an extra point pending.
9-6. Gibson set to kick the extra point. Waiting for the snap.
And a very
good snap.
important one at that.
Kick is up. Plenty of leg. That is good. 10-6. Grizzlies on top with 8 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the first half.
And Gibson kicks it into the woods. That was a very important extra point, Alan. Now it's a 4-point differential,
Yep.
and in these games, you know, you want to get your points any way you can.
And all of a sudden, the momentum here has shifted a bit for the Grizzlies.
So, Alan, I want to mention a couple things. At halftime, we're going to have a fire baton twirling.
Fire baton?
Yes, yep.
Is this America's Got Talent?
Yes, and, yep, I authorized it.
Fire.
Well,
I called in the flyover today, but the overcast was canceled.
All right.
They're going to tie sparklers on the end of the baton, maybe.
No, not sparklers. We're talking fire. Fire batons.
We're talking fire.
We're talking
man.
fire.
Gibson set to kick. Booming kick.
Nice kick.
Sending deep all the way to the 12. That's Frost coming across the 20, the 25.
Uh-oh.
Still on his feet, trying to get to the outside. Down at the 31-yard line. Panthers will be 1st and 10 from their own 31.
Number 3 for the tackle, Jarrett Hanault.
Hanault. He throws a touchdown, comes back, and works on special teams. You got to love high school football.
You do.
You got a kid that just throws a seed for a touchdown, 20 yards, maybe more.
And his brother also he is on the team. He got hurt.
He's got a bad wing, I guess.
But 2 sophomores, and I heard he's pretty good too.
What position does the brother play?
I don't know. We'd have to ask our
analyst. Keefe to Campo, wrapped up
Number
right away
43.
Is that
Number
Hager?
43.
Hager
the horrible.
Hager
again.
the horrible on the tackle. He's racking up tackles today.
So I talked to him at practice the other day. He's a great kid. He's like, he just wants it. He's hungry.
Well, he's wearing a great legacy number.
Yeah, and he is hungry.
Keefe with Campo rolling to his right, keeping it himself. Cuddy is in pursuit. Putnam is there. Tripped up before he even got to him. 2 yards shy of a first down. Panthers will be 3rd down with 2 yards to go.
And that was good pursuit there by Ben Dodge. He had to come all the way across the field to get there. That play was slow to develop, and again, this very slick field is making it tough for both sides of the ball.
7.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Your Grizzlies lead 10-6 here at Grizzly Den.
Short 2 yards for Nashua South.
Keefe to Frost. He's running that
He's got
top
it.
of the screen.
And more.
He's got the edge. He's across the 45, now the 50. Dodge wraps him up, brings him out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Great play. He must have picked up 15 yards on that one. He was able to get the edge. That's the key.
Oh, he was racing for that edge.
And that kind of quiets the crowd here a bit. They thought they were going to get a turnover in terms of
Scott, we got a holding here. That's coming back. I didn't see the flag on the field.
I didn't see the flag. I didn't see any of that. So that's changing things. It's on the far side of the field.
Wow.
So
just when the momentum's going the Panthers' way, they get pulled right
back. That was a big first 15, 20-yard run, and now it's going to go back 10 yards from the spot of the so what happened was he picked up that first down, and that's where the infraction occurred.
That's a big penalty from their own 36.
Interesting.
It's third down in about 5.
So in high school football, it's from the spot of the foul.
Keefe to Frost. Cuts back up the middle.
He's got
Moving north and south. He's shy of the first down.
He's shy by about a yard.
1 yard. Now, the Panthers have to decide.
They go.
Of course they go.
When you're going for it. And if you're smart, you go really quick.
They're 1 yard shy of the first down. The Panthers are 4th and 1 with 7:02 on the clock.
They're going to go to their left side. My prediction?
Sophomore quarterback again
I know.
for the Panthers.
You've seen a lot of sophomore quarterbacks in high school football. Watch them go to the left. That's my prediction. We'll see.
They want to get to that edge. Keefe to Frost, wrapped up right away, just back to the line of scrimmage. Who is that? That's 26, Juno.
And that's it. It's a turnover on down. So Josh Juno with a big, big tackle and great penetration by the line. Okay, so Juno was the linebacker. Your defensive line got some good push, and Juno's able to split the gap and make the tackle.
Ball comes back in Hinault's hand and the Grizzlies. With a score of 10-8, they're on top.
So for those of you who might have missed it, Charlie Keith went out about a couple of drives ago. We're not sure what his status is. We do know that it was one of his lower extremities. We're not sure if it was an ankle or a knee, but we don't expect Charlie Keith to come back into the game.
No. Jarrett Hinault from the Panthers 40. Good snap. That's Stinnett up the middle. Picks up maybe 2 to 3 on the play.
The whistle blew, so what happened was he gained his forward progress.
Yeah, he wasn't down. He wanted to keep going.
Right, well, he was thinking that no part of his body hit the ground, and that's accurate, but the refs blew the whistle because he stopped his progress.
Maybe a 2-yard gain on the play.
If that. But now this is a place where Goffstown can go for it on 4 downs if they get close enough.
Certainly. 6 minutes on the clock. Hinault with Stinnett. Dodge in motion. Back rolling right, left. Keeps it himself. Hinault doesn't quite get any gain on that play. That's going to bring up third down.
I thought on that one that might have been a bad read, only because I thought that there was a block there. If he would have handed it off, I think he had the edge. But now it's a long 3rd and 8.
Very long. 3rd and 8. 5:40 on the clock.
They look all confused here on south side.
Good snap. Rolling left. A lot of pressure. Intercepted.
That's okay, though.
Pass is intercepted. Looks like we got a flag.
Might be a face mask.
Salemi. Let's see what that flag is.
Might be a face mask. Not sure. We'll find out in a second. So I saw a high tackle, but
yeah, they're pointing to the Grizzlies. So
yeah, I think it's a face mask penalty, but
that could be 15 yards on top. Yep, personal foul, face mask. That's going to help the Panthers at 5:23. Turnover from an interception by Hinault. And that is number 15, Scott. Yeah, Kyle Salemi. He's a junior. Small guy, Scott. He's only 5'6". First and 10 for the Panthers.
And again, really, that was the first turnover that we've seen, right? It really hasn't been any
other than turnover on downs.
Right.
And almost a fumble, but they recovered on their own.
Right. Panthers, though, have played ever free.
Keefe to Frost. He's a big guy. He's running across midfield down at the 46-yard line. First and 10 for the Panthers.
So now we know who the go-to guy is for Nashua South. That's Frost. He's got, when he sees that hole up the middle, he's going. So that's a first down for South. And again, this is where you miss Charlie Keith, who has the speed and the good tackling abilities.
Well, in that roaming position, he has the authority to go where he wants it. And this is Keith across midfield, trying to make that turn, wrapped up by Stinnett.
No, he's
still
free
on his feet. Wow, he's falling forward, picks up about 5 or 6 on the play.
You know, one thing I like what I'm seeing, though, is that I think there was Baxter on that one. I mean, he tried to just blow that play up, and he did, but then he's looking for the guy behind him to make the tackle, and that came a little late.
The Panthers are having a hard time to make that turn, Scott. The Grizzlies are doing a good job cutting off the angle.
So tough Nashua South. I told you this team was going to be tough.
Yeah. Second down, 6 yards to go. Keefe with Frost. Frost gets a call again, cuts back into the middle, slips up. Cuddy is there.
No. I'm saying
Hager
Cuddy
and Baxter.
Right. Cuddy was the guy who kind of broke that play up, and then he lets Cuddy and Baxter make the tackles. So that's going to be a long third, and I think it's going to be about a 3rd and 8 here. Scoreboard has it at 3rd and 7, but
I'm sorry, that was 81, Scott. That was O'Connor. Or what? No, that was 11. That was Frost. Okay.
Again, the sun's trying to creep out here.
We're seeing some blue sky, which is promising. Keefe with Frost keeps it himself, goes to Campo, wrapped up, number 54, right away for a loss. That's Fragos. Nick Fragos, captain.
That's exactly, and that was just great penetration. You know, those plays, Alan, almost never work, and I don't care if it's high school, college, or pros. Those reverses
picks up that play.
Just doesn't work.
Moves the ball back 6 yards. They're right at midfield. They're going to punt. Ben Dodge is set back. That's a good snap. Good leg on that.
He's going to stay away from it. Oh,
he's going to get it. Fair catch is caught. Grizzlies
nice job.
Will be at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Scott, they've got 3 minutes, 8 seconds to move down about 70 yards.
There's certainly time. I think I really like Honault in a passing situation. I know that he gave up an interception, but I think it was the play call that I wasn't really in love with on that one. I think
you don't shy away from the pass.
They have had success on a short pass to Putnam or a short pass to Heidenreich and
we
let
haven't
them break
seen either of those today.
Haven't seen any of that. And not to mention the fact that you've got Heidenreich has like 8 inches or 6 to 8 inches on his defender.
Well, sure he does. Look at the size of him. He's at the top of the screen, number 81. That's Leahy in motion. Hinault keeps it himself, looking to bounce around, spinning around, wrapped up right away. Maybe a gain of 1. Scott, now we're playing against the clock as well. Can they move down in 3 minutes?
On the tackle for South. But this is how Goffstown operates. It's that read option. It's usually the first 2 plays. They have that going, and then they pass off of it.
Juno in the backfield. 3 on the top of the screen. He's rolling right.
There
He's
you go,
looking
81.
downfield.
He got
That's Jared.
He
went to Jared. He's down at the 40-yard line.
Bad throw.
He's shy of about 2 yards.
That was not a good throw. Heidenreich had to go down and get it, which means he couldn't catch it and run. If the ball was thrown about 3 feet higher, it's easily a first down and probably a 10, 15-yard gain.
That's going to bring up 3rd down, 2 yards to go with about 2 minutes on the clock. A lot of wide receivers deployed at the bottom of the screen. Juno gets the call. Wrapped up.
And he is shy by a yard. No, he's shy. No. It's 4th down and 1. Look for Goffstown to probably go for it again.
We're under the 2-minute mark.
What do you do here? You're up by 4. Do you go? I mean,
drain the clock, call a timeout. Drain as much time as you can, right?
We're going to get offsides. And they get lucky.
Boy.
Wow, what a great
Grizzlies.
That's offsides by the Panthers. So that must have been Honault on a hard count.
Oh, either way, Grizzlies pick up 1st down at an important time of the game here to put more spread on the board with points as they go into the locker room.
Again, I just want to see the ball. I think look at Heidenreich. Look at his defender.
What number is the defender, Scott?
Number
8?
9, I think. Is it 9?
If it's 9 or 8, they're both 5'6" and 5'8".
Yeah.
And his Hinault rolling left has Putnam. He's
there
across midfield.
There you go.
Moving forward, he's got a 1st down. 1st down for the Grizzlies.
There you go.
We needed Putnam in the game.
Putnam is in the game. He just needs to get the ball.
1:15 on the clock. That clock is going to start as soon as the chains
are all
set.
disorganized right now.
And here we go. Hinault moving Juno to his right. Rolling right. He's right at midfield.
He needs to run.
Yep. He's going downfield. Has Dodge. Picks it up. He's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
So once again,
another 1st down.
Allen, Ben Dodge got behind the cornerback And Hinault threw it to him a little low, but Dodge was able to corral it.
Scott, first down, 1 minute left on the clock. Grizzlies are leading by 4, looking to put more points to spread out that gap as they go ahead into the locker room. Hinault with Juno. Hinault looking to pass immediately. Quick pass out to Juno. Juno's going to go across the goal line.
He's in.
That's a touchdown, and there's no flags.
That was a beautiful play. Beautiful play to Juno. You know, it's funny because I've been thinking about this for a while now, and that Goffstown has the ability to run. I think it's kind of like a wheel route where the running back is the intended receiver, and that's what they did. And a good block by the wide receiver. I think
Scott,
that was
that in
Heidenreich.
about 2 minutes, 15 seconds to march down 70 yards.
I think it was Heidenreich with the block there.
Gibson set for the extra point.
And
plenty of leg.
Is good.
And that's good.
I get nervous on these extra points. You know that, Alan.
17-6 for the Grizzlies. And Scott, if you'll notice, number 63 is a freshman, Antonio Capos.
Yeah.
He's the freshman, but he's 6'3", almost 300 pounds. They've been putting him in for special teams. Because, listen, when you're kicking that field goal or that extra point,
you need the beef.
Not many people are going to go around him.
Yeah, that's true. He's a real.
And that's a great use.
I saw him at the high school the other day, and he is a really soft-spoken guy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
He's quiet.
Good.
Yeah.
He's a big human being, which is even better for Coach Huft.
So it was interesting. I was doing an assembly for all the freshmen, and it was on finances and goal setting and everything. And we had, myself, Frank McBride, the principal, Gary Perrin, one of the football coaches. And one of my segments was I was asking them about money and everything, and we're talking about going out to eat. He likes to go to Cactus Jack's. That was his place.
CJ's.
Yeah, I guess they remodeled it just recently.
Gibson gets a good kick downfield. That's going to be Campo handling that one.
He's trapped though, unless
that's
he
the
cuts
freshman.
It.
He's cornered, wrapped up right away by number 30. That's Bird Diaz.
And Bird Diaz is another one of these special team guys for Goffstown that seems to always be around the ball.
Well, a lot of hustle. Good things happen when you hustle like that. The Panthers find themselves trailing the Grizzlies by 11 points with 39 seconds to bring out the half to a close.
And we're going to have a halftime show.
Featuring Gordon McHugh and Justin Scott with 2 T's Kaminsky.
Oh, that's right. We are having a halftime show.
That's right.
That's Campo in motion. Keefe rolling left. Oh, he slips up. He's down.
Now, once he goes down.
He's down.
Yeah.
Baxter. Oh, no, that's 54 for the Grizzlies. Finally, he'll get credit for the tackle. That's Fragos.
And they're just going to let it go. My question is, if you're Goffstown, do you call a timeout?
Yeah, he slipped up right away, Scott. I mean, that was.
It's always
in this field position. They're at the 20. I mean,
listen, it's a catch-22. The ball is at around the
20.
10. I'm sorry, the 20-yard line. I think it's at the 10. It's at the 10 right now. Look at where the second down marker is. It's right by the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it is at the 10. Yeah.
So you call the timeout. Maybe you can do something, but by the same token, would you be content going in with a
11-point lead?
Exactly. So, it's
well, you put another
situation.
3 on the board. Now,
So the other thing that I should mention is that this weekend in Goffstown is the Pumpkin Regatta.
Today.
It is the weigh-off is today, and the regatta, which is the race of the giant pumpkins, will be tomorrow.
In it this year? Are you in a pumpkin?
I did it many years ago. It was quite the experience.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say all that enjoyable. It's tough.
Do they have a pumpkin big enough for me to fit in?
They do, and they had a pumpkin big enough for me. They have one big enough for you. It's just
wow.
It's tough. And I did it with the they're bringing back the motors again.
Oh,
for a while they had the
rowing and
the paddling. That's no good.
Give me a motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me like a Yamaha 250.
The problem is that's what people were doing. I mean, they were like
bringing in heavy motors,
bringing in heavy-duty electric motors.
Can you water ski behind these things?
Yeah, right. No
tube.
But
here's Keefe with crowded in the backfield.
That's
Frost. Campo gets it. He's trying to go up the middle. No, wrapped up and tackled, finished it.
Another timeout for Goffstown.
Looks like that's Stinnett.
That'll be like a third
off.
Down and probably.
That's Hager. Sorry.
Third down and 13.
Scott, no time went off the clock. That's interesting.
It did. I saw it. I did. 5 or 6 seconds. They had reset the clock, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So now, but here's the kicker, right? Alan, Goffstown has no timeouts. Remember they called that other one?
Yeah.
So
there you go.
It comes back to haunt you. So it makes me wonder here, if you're Nashua, would you just take a knee?
Just get to the locker room and regroup.
You just know you take a knee, and then the ball, then there's no more plays because now you have a 4th down play, and you wait, because Goffstown can't call a timeout. Right. So if I'm Nashua South, I just take a knee.
Unless they want to go.
No, I just take a knee because you don't want a situation where you get a turnover.
You don't think they want to go 73 yards?
Nope. No, I wouldn't do it. Again,
Scott, I can smell and see the smoke from the Grizzly den, and it smells good.
It's white smoke, and the Pope is not. There's no naming.
No.
Yeah, it's a hamburger.
No, the white is good is when they name it. It's black smoke when they're not named. Yes.
Right, it's white. Right, well,
but it smells good. Here's Keefe. He's looking to pass, looking downfield. He's going towards the sideline. Incomplete, intended for Frost. On the coverage is Putnam.
See, a lot of bad things can happen on that situation. That's all I'm saying. An interception.
Yeah. Now, Scott, they find themselves 4th and 12.
Right, so now they're going to have to
get the ball.
Right, so now they're going to punt, and Goffstown could get the ball at around, the 40-yard line.
Run out of bounds. You get one play in you.
As soon as you get tackled, the clock is going to stop. So,
well, get it in, and you got one play. Give it in Honal's hand. Oh, almost blocked. That's a way short kick.
Get away from it.
Grizzly
Get
ball.
away from it. Get away from it. Yeah.
Putnam is looking for a call.
Well, Putnam is upset because the number 81 pushed him into the ball.
Correct.
So it'll be at the 35-yard line.
And Grizzlies will have 11 seconds to try to make something happen one last time.
So here's where you look for Ben Dodge or a Leahy. You need some speed here. And this is where I would just kind of loft one up and let's see if a guy can run underneath on both sides.
You got one play.
Yeah. No, you have 2. 12 seconds, you got 2 plays to do it. But I don't think this is one where you even remotely think about option anything.
No,
it's just shotgun.
This is all pass.
Sling it.
Put as many wideouts as you can and just sling it out there.
Right.
Goffstown offense hustling out to the field.
So let's see. Do we have Ben Dodge in there? I hope.
Ben Dodge will be the second receiver.
Okay,
yep,
that's who I want. This
Jarrett.
is exactly what I was talking about. Let the speed guys run underneath it.
He's rolling right. He's got Jarrett on the sideline. Pass is complete. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
And he does with 4 seconds. And now you let Gibson kick it. Let's see if Gibson can kick a 40-yard field goal.
Now they're going to go for it. They're
not going to go for it.
They are. They don't have Gibson on the field.
Why wouldn't you?
And maybe he's coming on the field, and he is.
Yeah.
Gibson's coming out to attempt.
There's no
Scott, it's at the 25, 24. This is a 34-yard field goal attempt.
No. It's 17 to wherever it's at. So whatever. If it's on the 24, it's a 41-yard field goal. This is makeable for Gibson.
All right. Look at Big 63. Cutting that corner. That's going to be way short. Yep, that's no good. And that will do it. Bring it to a half here for Goffstown TV Sports. Your Grizzlies lead with a score of 17-6. Enjoy the halftime show.
Welcome, Grizzlies. I'm Broden McCune here with Justin Scott Kaminsky, and this is your halftime analysis. Today, we're just going to give you a quick recap, show some highlights, stuff that has happened during the game. If you haven't been watching for the entire first half, here's your time to catch up. So, we started the game with 3 quick offensive possessions by Goffstown, which were all lost on 4th downs, on turnover on downs. Eventually, Nashua scored a quick touchdown, but the PAT did not convert. So
this was followed up by Goffstown with David Gibson kicking a 30-yard field goal, and it was good. And then a little later on, Charlie Keith got a big hit, and he ended up spraining his knee.
That injury was possibly a combination of the hit and the not so great field conditions. I can attest to this. I took a slip coming on the way up. I'm normally the camera operator, so I had to come all the way out from the field, and that field is just torn up because we have had a home game for 4 out of the 5 days this week because it's homecoming week. So that field is just torn to shreds at this point.
Oh, yeah. But thankfully, we have our JV quarterback, Jared Humnaut, who was able to step in for Charlie, and he's been doing really well. He actually threw a touchdown pass to Ben Dodge, 56-yard touchdown.
And
pass.
Ben Dodge has some wheels, and he showed that on this play.
He's definitely a runner. Did win our track. He's really fast.
Great run after catch there from Dodge. He's also a baseball player, so three-sport athlete there. Later on, we had another. That's not it. That would not be it. We had. Sorry, we're having some trouble with the highlights at the moment. Justin, would you like to take over? Because I don't know what's going on. At the moment.
Yeah, we ended up just close to the ending of before the half. We had a 9-yard touchdown pass over to Josh Juneau. Just
on a screenplay there. Just great design. And Scott Gross, one of our color commentators there, has been asking for those screen passes. And I think Scott got one there today.
He got what he asked for.
And so that will leave Goffstown up 17-6 at the half after a missed field goal right as time expired from 41. That could have been, if there was just a little bit more power on that. I think Gibson definitely has the leg to do it. So in just a little bit here, we're going to send it back up to Scott and Alan. And thank you for watching. This has been your Halftime Analysis Show.
Who'd you say? You didn't talk to him? Or you did? I didn't. No. If I did hear, it was a knee. Okay.
But the way Jared is Penalta's playing.
Yeah. No need to rush him back.
Yeah, I mean, you lose on defense.
Yeah.
But
Well, listen.
Yeah,
An 11-point lead. Beginning of this game.
You said 2 by 2.
Now I'm going to say 3.
Well, I don't.
No?
I'm nervous on this one.
No, I'm not at all.
I am nervous on this game.
I'm confident and in control.
I'm nervous on this one.
The sun is out. It's not going to rain. It's a nice afternoon, but sloppy still.
Yeah.
You know what, though? Just seeing the kids kick that
right.
That field is in tough shape.
But all things considered, the field could have been, I mean, it's taken a beating here, but it's not that bad.
Yeah. Welcome back, Grizzly fans. Here at the Grizzly Den, GTV Sports brings you this live broadcast where your Grizzlies are in the lead 17-6 over the Panthers of Nashua South. Scott, you said you had an opportunity to check out the sideline. What'd you hear?
So I heard, Charlie twisted his knee. He is not expected back in this game.
Okay.
So it doesn't look to be so significant, but significant enough where he won't be. He's in the cart watching the game on the sideline.
Actually, I see him over there. He's with Beth in the cart. He's in a good spot. Let him watch that game. Box row, front row seats. Gibson set to kick. Over to Frost. And Campo. We got a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. Let's see where Gibson puts this. Big line drive. Campo's doing what he can just to get to it.
Oh, that's out of bounds.
Out of bounds off Campo.
So he touches
at about
it.
the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that was not a good play by him. He should have let the ball go out of bounds.
Yeah.
And he put a hand on it. So this is going to...
That's the older Campo. That's the sophomore. That's Jason.
That's on the 10-yard line.
10-yard line,
yeah, it's the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it's the 10.
So Teixeira is a cornerback. We got Putnam at cornerback, Dodge at safety. And
Jared will be on big number 81, O'Connor. He's been doing some damage. That's Keefe rolling to his left. A lot of pressure by Cuddy. Pass is complete to Frost. He's on his feet.
I don't know how we
just
caught
across
that.
the 30-yard line. Big first down play by South coming right out of the gate.
Yeah, it looked like it went through Goffstown defender's hands, or it was very strange.
It was a strange-looking play.
Yeah. But
and he even caught it weird.
Yeah.
Great play by Nashua South coming right out of the locker room, giving some momentum.
Football is all about a game of adjustments. Let's see what South can do. They had some difficulty, albeit for that one touchdown. Again, on a pass play, they've had a difficult time getting an established running game.
Keith from his own 30.
Yeah, look at 26 on the wheel route.
Keith looking for a pass, has a Frost. Pass is complete again at about the 43-yard line. Big pass play. Keith to Frost.
On that
First
one,
and 10.
It was Putnam and the safety. They both had an opportunity, and they both thought they were going to crash into each other.
Threaded the needle.
They pulled up.
He had a great pass. Didn't look like it was a lot on it, but he got it there. And Frost was able to come up with that, and big play for the Panthers.
But he's had time to throw the ball because they're faking the run, which holds up your linemen.
It's Campo in motion. He gets a call up the middle. He's into the secondary, has a free safety on his feet. Big first down, finally brought down with the flag by Stinnett and Teixeira.
That's probably going to be on Goffstown, I'm thinking.
Big play.
Because there's nobody else around.
Big consecutive plays by South, Scott.
It's got to be a face mask on Goffstown because there was nobody else for Nashua.
Personal foul. Head contact.
Targeting. Yeah.
Yep. That's from that spot there, Scott. They're going to be very close.
They're going to be on the 5-yard line.
Well, no, they're at about,
They will be on the 5-yard line when all said and done.
Big turn of events here with momentum. Having a 11-point lead is certainly important, Scott.
They'll be on the 10-yard line. This is what I talked about. It's only an 11-point game, and South has to come out and score.
Sure.
To gain
they've done
momentum.
Exactly that.
And they're running down the field here. 2 massive pass plays and a personal foul.
Keefe with Frost and Campo. Frost gets a call. He's around the tackle. He's going to be very close.
Fumble.
I think he's down. They're going to call him down, Scott, inside the 5?
Yeah, it looks like it's on the 2-yard line. It looks like from looking at the referee on the side judge.
Yeah, he's at about the 2. Second down, 2 yards to go for the South.
And they're looking to run off like left guard, left tackle.
Scott, they're going to go right to Frost. Why wouldn't you? This kid's been doing a lot of running. Frost goes to the right side, cuts back to the middle. He's still do it. Scott, some interesting stats for the first half. Grizzlies offense had 119 yards passing and 91 rushing, but they let up only 31 yards passing and 17 rushing. Boy, that change of an event already in the second half.
They've let up more yards in this drive than all the first half combined. It looks like.
Third down, 2 yards for South. Frost and Campo in the backfield.
I give the ball to Frost, like you said.
I give the ball to Frost. He's the kid getting it done on the ground. Right to Frost. He's going up, trying to get the edge.
He does.
He's got the corner. He's in the end zone. No flags on the field. That's 6 more points for the Panthers. They're going for 2, Scott. They're going for 2.
This is exactly what South wanted. I told you this is going to be a tough game for Goffstown. This Panther team has been in a lot of games. They don't give up, and now they're going to go for 2. Reason being that'll make it only a 3-point game. And Goffstown's defense has not looked good on that drive.
No. 3 big plays.
Right, big plays. Yeah.
Hey, give some credit here to the Panthers for coming out, like you said, making the adjustments they needed. Now they're attempting a 2-point conversion. Again, Frost and Campo, high snap. Frost gets it wrapped up. He tosses.
He gets the edge.
To the side, Baxter to the side, cuts back, he slips up. Baxter gets the last laugh, and on the tackle brings him down.
Yeah, I think Stinnett was there too. So it looked like Frost was going to be able to cut it back and get the edge, but that shut down pretty quick. So it's a 5-point game for Goffstown. And this is where those extra points really matter, Alan. I mean, and that field goal that Gibson made where they in that first half matters big time.
With the score of 17-12, it's only a 5-point game within 6 points of a touchdown. Grizzlies will receive.
So Goffstown will receive the kick. All season long, teams have not been kicking it deep. This team did, though.
Yeah, they have.
And
we've been able to run the razzle-dazzle once today.
The razzle-dazzle has not worked this year.
Not at all.
Oh. Yeah.
What happened?
What? Umpoyo is in the game.
Uzi, number 11, is a freshman. Uzi Monpoyo, freshman sensation for the undefeated team. This one goes right. Who has it? That's Leahy. Razzle-dazzle's working this time across the 35. He's down at the 36-yard line. He's still on his feet. He's across the 35,
He's gonna go,
30,
Alan.
the 20. Scott, I thought he was down. He's in the end zone. No flags.
There are no whistles.
I thought he was down. That's a touchdown for the Grizzlies.
There are no whistles. And that's another. This is what happened to Goffstown a couple of games ago.
Kick return for Leahy.
So what happened is he might have actually been on the back of another player who was down, but he was. Let's watch the instant replay on this one from our studio.
Oh,
and I hope we've
Scott,
got it.
I thought he was down.
Alan, that's the first time I think in my career with you that I think you might have called it wrong.
I called it wrong. I do make mistakes. Which is surprising. I've only made one this year.
That's it. That was it.
Yeah.
But listen, Alan, I thought he was down too, right?
Scott, that's a fun
even
play.
Broden thought he was down.
Cameraman, halftime show extraordinaire,
So
Broden.
for those of you who are watching this live on GTV, Facebook, or on YouTube, you're getting instant replay. We don't have a monitor
Scott,
here.
you think someone's at home kicking back, popping popcorn and watching this?
I hope so.
Hanalt's going for the 2.
And we've got TV timeout.
We got a timeout.
We got a TV timeout here.
TV timeout. This will be brought to you by our sponsors.
So we've got a little analysis from the studio. Looked like the knee was down, but they did not blow the whistle, and there's no replay.
So we're getting. There is no replay.
Scott, hold on. Let's see. They're listening. They're talking to the refs now.
It looked like he rolled over someone's back.
Correct. So he rolled over someone's back.
Wow.
They've already called it a touchdown.
I got to see that play. You know Adam is going to isolate this
he
so
will,
that we can see it.
But not, probably not right now. Maybe at some point. But it looked like, according to our studio, His knee might have been down. They're unsure. He's going to try to isolate
Scott,
that for us.
as far as I know, there's no instant replay review for high school sports.
Is there? Do you see?
We have the technology here at Goffstown, but it's not with NHI AA. So that's bottom line, 6 points. We're going for 2 more points. Peyton Strickland, number 16, is getting the duty for the 2 points at 9:09 in the third quarter remaining. Keeps it himself, Strickland up the middle. Still on his feet, wrapped up by the Panthers. Brought down.
One thing I can never understand on these situations is like, have we ever thought about like a direct snap to like an Evan Cuddy or something like that?
Right,
Just
exactly.
Like let him go up the middle, like
let him have some fun. Let the big fella have some fun.
Right. Or White or somebody like that. Just give him a direct snap and let him barrel through, baby.
With this time of 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, your Grizzlies lead 23-12.
Or better yet, like let's give it to what's his name?
Uzi.
Capos. Let's give it to Capos.
Let's see what he can. He could be a star running back.
Exactly.
From the 5-yard line every time.
Exactly.
Give it to him. Who's going to stop?
Right.
Capos.
I know. So Goffstown quickly changes the momentum on that kickoff for a touchdown, and the Panthers were back in this game. And now it's an 11-point spread.
The Grizzlies
once again.
just answer that immediately and just puts the crowd back into this.
But I will give credit to Nashua South. There's no giving up in these guys. You can hear it on the sidelines. They're into this
Gibson
game.
with looks like an onside kick. That is going to be down. Fair caught.
I don't like
by number 8. That's Levine.
I don't understand that one. Maybe he got under it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that wasn't
intentional. Maybe they got scared. They didn't want to happen to them what we just did to them. I don't know.
Yeah, but
kick it deep, Scott.
We have done pretty well on our
the coverage has been great.
Coverage. So just didn't make much sense to give them the ball on the 41-yard line.
I agree. Nonetheless, it is 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 42-yard line as they trail the Grizzlies by 11.
Speaking of which, it looks like the Panthers have come out looking to throw the ball, right?
Yeah.
They've seen that it's not working running the ball.
There's Campo in motion. Nope. That's Keith picking up 9 yards, 10, maybe 8 yards on the carry.
We're going to get a hold here by Nashua.
And we do have a flag.
Yeah, it's usually in the area of holding. And that'll be 10 yards from the spot of the hole. So that flag was thrown at around the 43, so it'll be placed at around the 33.
No, they're going to do it from the 49. It'll go back to the 39.
Well, that's odd because you typically throw the flag where the infraction was. So,
yeah, it is, Scott. Okay. You're right. Here we go. 10 yards from there. So from their own 33-yard line.
It's like almost like a 1st and 20 almost.
That's like 1st and 20 is right. That's a long way.
But look, I tell you, the Panthers have had some good success on those. If that was a big hole, and that was a late flag.
Panthers come to the line of scrimmage. Campo in motion. Campo gets it right up the middle. Picks up maybe 3 to 4 yards on the play. Not a whole lot, Scott, when you have 18 to go.
Yeah. I didn't even know Rush was in the game. It was Evan Cuddy who made the tackle.
Who did he say it was?
He said it was that was Cuddy on the tackle.
Oh, yeah. Panthers looking to come back and put more points on the board. Frost is in motion. Big Frost. He cuts back right up the middle, across the 40. He's down at the 43.
That was Heidenreich with a nice tackle. That'll bring up a 3rd down and a long 10.
Yeah, that's 3rd and long.
A lot of activity on the Panthers, in terms of getting set.
Yeah, Scott, and it's really been
there's nobody down here.
Frost doing bulk of the offense with Keith.
There's nobody down here for Goffstown. You got
3 receivers and 2 defensemen.
You got it.
Keith looking to pass.
Right
He's
here.
got a long way to. He's going deep. It's a duck up in the air. Frost catches it. What a catch by Frost.
And not very good.
On his back.
I'll give
you
that.
Very bad throw. Poor throw at best.
Not very good defense by Goffstown there.
Wow.
I mean, that ball should have been picked off.
I gotta tell you, that was a terrible throw, but that was all Frost.
Yeah.
Scott, right before the snap, did you hear what I said?
Yeah, unbelievable catch by Frost.
This kid has been doing it all for the South.
But on that situation, Goffstown has had opportunities to knock balls down and make interceptions, and South is just beating them to it.
Campo in motion. Keefe keeps it himself, goes up the middle, slips right away, wrapped up by, that's Hager and Heidenreich.
Yeah. So, this is the area where Goffstown is susceptible, is on that secondary, and there have been many plays by South that a Goffstown defender could have easily intercepted it. Like, he's threaded the needle.
Scott, it looks like the middle of the field over there is really slick.
Yeah.
That's where everybody's been slipping and sliding.
Goffstown needs to be very careful here. I mean, I think you don't want to give up another score here to this team, giving them hope. I mean, that's what you're doing. You're giving.
Yeah,
I mean,
then it's a 4-point game.
Yeah.
Keefe slips up right away, wrapped up nicely.
Heidenreich
again on the tackle.
Yeah. But they're in 4-down territory, and they're going to go for it. So,
3rd down, 8 yards to go. We're at the 6.5 mark in the third quarter. Your Grizzlies lead by 11.
On that last pass play, we even said that there was only 2 defenders on 3 receivers, so something got screwed up there.
Scott, already in this half, the Grizzly defense have let up more passing yards and rushing yards than the first half.
Exactly. Here comes a blitz.
Keefe looking to pass immediately, rolling right. Cuddy's on its pursuit. Cuddy with the sack with one arm.
Oh, my God.
Brings him to the ground.
That was a one-arm throwdown by Cuddy.
Well, Cuddy's a pretty strong dude. I mean,
I know, but that was a one-arm tackle.
That was amazing.
And
Evan Cuddy just threw him to the ground.
So let's see if they punt here. And this is a 4th down and 20. And they are going to punt, trying to pin Goffstown back. And here's a situation where you cannot call a fair catch if you're Goffstown on the goal line.
No. Well, Scott, quite honestly, I don't think they're going to reach the goal line. He'll probably get it at about the 15 or the 20. No, that's a fake. Cuddy is there. Cuddy's going to wrap up. He's not going to let go.
Oh, that was not a good play.
Brings him down at the 42.
Evan Cuddy, again, on 2 consecutive plays, showed his speed and his strength.
Yeah. Scott, I don't think the Panthers want to kick to, or
they don't want to kick off?
I don't think they wanted the Grizzlies to get another touch, a return.
I don't know, but they kick it out of bounds.
So here they at least advance the ball just a bit.
I know, but kick it out of bounds then, if that's the case. I mean, you can do a diagonal kick.
Grizzlies 1st and 10 from their own 42. Excellent field position for the Grizzlies with an 11-point lead over the Panthers of South.
So it looks like the quarterback for South has his helmet off. Hopefully he's okay.
Hanault right to Juno, bouncing off tackles.
Juno, big
He's
time
brought back. Loss of 2 yards on the play for Juno.
Big time penetration by the Panthers on that play, led by their defensive front 3. They were in the backfield.
Number 60.
Yeah.
McDonald. Number 70, Tejada.
You got to soften up this Panther defense, I think, by throwing it to the receivers.
Hanault rolling right.
Oh, that's...
Passes incomplete.
That's a flag.
There's a flag. He got tripped up on the play immediately.
Number 17 was pass interference. That'll be 5 yards from the spot of the foul.
Yep. He got tripped up on that play.
Yeah,
that was Leahy.
He pushed him. Pass interference on the Panthers. It should be 5 yards. Still 3rd down, but they'll advance it by 5.
Under the 5-minute mark.
Make it 10, maybe.
Wow, big play. Okay. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. This time they're going to be,
15 yard?
Yeah, it's a personal foul.
Oh. So our analyst is saying it's a personal foul, which I didn't see personal foul.
A pass interference is a personal foul?
I don't think so.
Wow. All right, 15 yards. We'll take it either way. Grizzlies are on the 43.
Let's see if they throw the ball up again here. Look at the far right of your screen. One-on-one.
Yeah. Dodge in motion. Hanault keeps it himself, goes right up the gap. Picks up about 7 yards, 8 on the play.
You know what? We got a penalty for targeting the helmet, and number 8 for the Panthers just did the same thing to us. You got to call it both ways.
4.5 to go in the third quarter.
Speaking of number 8, that's Ben Levine. All but 4, 5, 6, but he hit like a brick house on that one.
Hinault with Juneau. Dodge in motion. Hinault goes up that same gap, picking up more yards.
Oh, come on.
I think he's got a first down.
He's got a first down either way with 4 minutes on the clock.
Dan Locke, number 50, had an amazing block to kick out his lineman, and that sprung Hinault. So good job by Locke.
Frost came in there late and led with his shoulder.
So ball's on the 33.
1st and 10 for the Grizzlies.
A lot of single coverage.
Hinault, same gap. Picking up maybe 3 yards on the play. That gap is being created by Dan Locke.
Right.
I mean, that is just, he's opening enough to drive a truck through it.
Yeah, so he's pulling, and he plays, I think he's playing like left guard, but he's pulling on that play, and he's going behind number 77, also Josh White.
That's 77
but
creating the gap. That's Josh White.
Yeah, it's White, but also they're pulling. Number 50 is pulling to the right.
Yeah, look at that gap right there again. There he goes to the other side. Wrapped up. That's Juneau. Really nowhere to go for Juneau.
Again, I'd like to see a short pass like to Putnam.
Scott, I think what you're doing is you're seeing the Grizzlies also using they're using the clock.
Yeah.
I mean, the clock hasn't stopped running for the last 3 minutes. I mean, the clock is all of a sudden your best asset.
Yeah, and another touchdown here if you're Goffstown. I think you can almost put this one away if you can put 7 on the board.
Hinault with Juneau.
There's a blitz.
Going back, a lot of pressure. Passes
threw it
intended
right. Oh my
for Juneau.
goodness.
It's incomplete.
It was a screen play, but he threw it right to the defender. And I was just about to say, the last thing that Goffstown needs now is our turnovers.
Well, that kid wasn't going to run it back, that lineman.
Hinault played corner at the start of the year and had some great tackles.
So anyway, we got a 4th down and a long 7 for Goffstown. They're going to go for it. And I'm curious as to what play do you call on.
You got to have a pass. Give it to Putnam.
I know, but you got Ben Dodge, Leahy, and Putnam.
Look at the size difference even with Putnam.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
But he doesn't roll. He never rolls to his left. You know what I'm saying? I would roll to your left and throw it.
Hinault just looking to pass. Blitz. He's going deep. He got
held up.
Oh, number 9 into. I mean, that was McDevitt. Really prevented Jarrett from going anywhere.
He got held up, but I think the ball was probably not catchable.
Turnover on downs. The Panthers will have 1st and 10 from their own 29.
So a good drive by Goffstown, but they were stopped by some nice defense by the Panthers. So let's see what Goffstown defense can do. Last drive, Cuddy was the start.
Well, the front 3 for the Grizzlies defense really slowed them down in the last drive.
And they need to continue getting pressure.
Keefe with Campo. He's looking for Campo. Going deep on the sideline. Campo, no. Pass defended by Teixeira.
And that was a good play. And the ball is being thrown up. There's a lot of air underneath this quarterback's throws.
Yeah, that's a wobbly duck.
But even these great catches, they've not been like sharp. They on a rope.
No,
they have been kind of like lofted in there.
The passing game is advantage Goffstown. There's no question.
Well, so far this half, it's advantage South, but
Campo. He's coming around the end, cuts back to the middle. No hold, no flags.
Ooh, who was that? 39? Is that Picard?
Yeah, Picard.
Picard came down and laid the hammer on that one. He did.
It's calling the judge. It was like a gavel. Laid down the gavel.
Okay, this is a
7 yards on the
3.
play. 3rd and 3 for the Panthers with just under 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
The Panthers really need this first down.
Oh, they need points on the board on this drive.
Look for a quick pass right here. Here comes a blitz.
Blitz by the Grizzlies. That's Juno. Cuddy is there. He doesn't want any part of Cuddy. He's going to run away. Cuddy won't let him go. He's out of bounds.
Cuddy is lucky that he did not get a personal foul on that one.
He was way out of bounds on that, but he dragged him down. He had his arm on his back. He wasn't letting go.
He is lucky he did not get a foul. And will they punt?
I think they have to. Well,
it's raining now. It's starting to drizzle here in Goffstown.
Sure?
Yeah, I can see it, Alan.
No.
Yeah, you got to put on your Foster Grants.
All right. Yeah, I see a little. Maybe it's snow, Scott.
Yeah.
Set back to receive is Ben Dodge.
You going to see a fake here, you think?
No. They're going to get something on it, but a lot of pressure. A lot of room for Dodge. Clean catch. He's at the 44.
You know what?
I'm sorry. He's at the 39.
Yeah, I'm fine with that fair catch. You're up by 11 points. You don't need to do anything crazy.
Just keep the ball.
Exactly.
Give it to your offense.
I think it's safe to say here that I mentioned it in the last drive, and it's the same thing on this one. If Goffstown can put another touchdown on the board, I think this game.
Well, I told you it was going to be 2 touchdowns, and so we're really close.
Goffstown has not been able to put this team down. I mean, they haven't. I mean, it's an 11-point lead.
If we get a good score here, we're going to create more separation, and it's going to be pretty much be game over in the fourth. If you play a clean fourth quarter, run the ball, run the time.
And look at this right here. You've got Putnam on a quick slant.
And look at the size of the defender, Scott. Hanault to Juno up the middle. He's going for the blockers. Still on his feet. Near midfield. It's about a yard shy of a first down.
I-93. I mean, he just keeps running north-south. You know what I'm saying? The legs are always moving.
North-south does it again. He's very close to a first down, about maybe 1 yard shy. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 with 1 minute in the third.
And here's where, you're, like you said before, you want to use your clock. I mean, use all the clock. It's a good play, by the way, to pass the ball.
But Scott, look at the one-on-one coverage. What a match. He's looking deep. That's Hanault. He's going deep. Underthrown to Hayden to Leahy.
That one didn't look like such a good throw. That one. So
no, that was underthrown.
Yeah,
I mean that's.
Yeah. So now you've got a 3rd down and 1, and Nashua South has been pretty darn good on these short yardage plays.
I think the Grizzlies give it to 93, get the first down, let the clock keep running, and close out the third quarter, go into the fourth with an 11-point lead.
So for those of you at home, we've got 2 sophomore quarterbacks playing for both teams today.
Yeah. Hanault keeps it himself, looking for a pass. Slips up, he's down. That's a 5-yard loss on the play for the Grizzlies.
We should see a punting situation here.
Yeah,
please tell me that you're not going to go for it here.
Yeah, it's 4th and 1 from their own
4th and 5.
45.
It's 4th and 5.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 4th and 5.
Please tell me that you're not going to
go
for it.
Why? Hanault's on the field.
No, please don't go for it.
This is an aggressive Grizzly offense today.
4th down and 1, maybe. Not 4th and 5.
With your backup,
with your backup quarterback? No. I mean, maybe you want to try to draw him off sides again.
Yeah, but it's going to do it.
And that won't even quarter. It won't even get you to it.
Grizzlies find themselves with an 11-point lead going into the fourth quarter with the score at 23-12 over the Panthers of South.
Now they're going to punt. They have to punt.
Well, I mean,
they have to punt.
Scott, the rain is actually picking up for sure.
I know, but they have to punt.
I'd almost like to see, it's fun to see a little bit of snow and inclement weather. I don't think we'll see snow today, but.
So how is Darryl, you think, doing down there under the tent on the
Darryl, he's a firecracker, that guy.
Yeah.
He's a firecracker.
Well, the other thing that gets me nervous in these games is that with an 11-point lead, Nashua South and their record, they're going 4th down on everything
every
now,
play,
no matter where. So that makes it much tougher on your defense.
Opening drive of the second half, the Panthers looked like they were meaning business. They come down with 3 big plays. They put it in the end zone on the 4th play.
But just like what happened when Goffstown turned the ball over on downs when they went for it on like 4th down and 1 on their own 20.
And then they missed it on the 40.
Right, I'm just saying that these are the situations. So they are going to punt. Lefebvre is
in. Set back to receive is 17. That's Plurd.
Need a good snap here.
And keep in mind, it is raining. That's a good snap. Gets a good leg on that. Nice high kick. Put does not want anything to do with that.
You got to get it, boys. You got to on that
down
play.
At the 35-yard line. Panthers will be 1st and 10 to open up the fourth quarter.
Yeah, on that one, I was hoping that a Goffstown player would have not let it bounce back another 5, but is what it is, I guess. So it is starting to drizzle here in Goffstown.
Yeah, this is more than a drizzle, Scott. This is going to make it. We do see some blue sky, but
isn't that a song?
A blue sky, I don't know.
It's got to be.
If not, write one. Let's go to Nashville, Scott.
Hard to sing
Keith
in Nashville.
to Frost. Cuts back in, slips up right away.
Yeah.
Maybe a gain of no gain on the play.
What do they say? Tough sledding in these conditions. Oh, it's starting to come down now.
Yes, the net on the tackle. The umbrellas are going up for the folks in the stands. Scott, I remember one year it was coming down. Yeah. And we were well protected with the Eagles' Nest here. And, boy, people were getting wet. I mean, there's really no cover here.
No. And the field has held up pretty well today, but this is the last thing you want to see is more rain.
More rain, yeah. Keefe, bad snap, rolls left. He's going deep into
he can't grab it.
Off the fingertips of Putnam. Almost intercepted. Would have been a nice play. He wanted that.
Yeah,
that's Colby Putnam. Ball was bobbling, Scott, 2 or 3 times off his fingertips. Yeah. That's one you want back. 11 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies lead by 11.
And that stops the clock.
Yeah, Panthers are 3rd and 10. They're finding themselves in a pickle.
And it's hard to throw the ball in this type of rain. For one, you can't get a good grip on the ball. And a lot of these high school quarterbacks, they don't have big hands, so it's hard to grip it.
Keefe with Compo. He's rolling left. He's going downfield.
Wide
has
open.
An open receiver. Oh, has O'Connor.
He had him.
Had him open. Too high on the play. Between Connor and Frost have been making some acrobatic catches today.
There's got to be some miscommunication there between Ben Dodge and Putnam because he was wide open, and then they weren't playing a zone. I'll put you that way. Here's a tough situation here. Very tough to catch a punt in the rain. Just saying.
Yeah, just let it bounce. Arneson set to kick for the Panthers. Not much pressure. High
this one,
kick.
let it go. Don't even get near it.
It's going to be at about the 40.
Don't even get near it. Let it go.
Yep.
That's it.
The ball will be down at the 36-yard line. Grizzlies will be 1st and 10 with 10:45 on the clock.
So if you're Goffstown, you want to run the clock.
Run the play.
And you want to hold on to the ball. I mean, your worst enemy right now is a fumble.
Oh. But, Scott, the thing is, you got to run plays.
Right. You do. But your worst enemy right now is a turnover. You want to run out some clock, try to get some first downs, kill some time.
Scott, the fans are sticking it out. They're not fair weather fans. They're hanging tough.
Literally fair weather fans.
And we can hear it. We've got like a steel roof, like cat on a hot right?
Yeah,
it is.
Exactly.
You're hearing the pitter-patter.
Yeah, and it's picking up, actually.
It is.
But, Scott, I feel comfortable.
It is. It's very dry.
Hanault right to Juneau. Juneau moving the pile. They're going to blow it, whistle eventually. And now they blow the whistle. Not much gain on the play.
Those are dangerous. It's hard for the ref to blow the whistle if there's no if they're still making progress. But these guys just start crashing in on the pile when they don't hear a whistle, which they're allowed to do.
And clock, Scott, their best friend here is the clock at 10:16. It's still running.
No, I agree. And Nashua needs 2 touchdowns to win the game.
Hanault keeps it himself. He's going left. He's looking to make the edge. And Compo is in pursuit. He's going to push him out of bounds at the 40. Hanault is out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
That stops the clock, though. And it's those
you almost want to stay in.
Those little things that.
Yeah. Scott, they don't teach high school quarterbacks the slide, right? Like they do in. take that.
Or maybe they just don't do it.
Right.
Because, I don't know. Obviously, the speed and strength of the professional and even college game is much different.
Yeah. Wow, Scott, it's picking up.
It is coming down. And this is prime turnover.
Just
weather.
under 10 minutes, prime
and
turnover.
He's not wearing gloves
Hinault's hands have got to be chilly. He's going to keep it himself. He's going up the middle. He's on his feet. He's got a first down to more. He's across midfield. No. Panthers stripped the ball from him.
They're saying
Panthers had the ball.
They're saying he's down.
Scott, I didn't see him down at all.
They're saying first down, so they're moving.
But they ripped the ball from him while he was on his feet.
And they're saying first down, so the sideline of Nashua South is not happy.
Somebody's hurt on the Panthers.
Number 68 or 58, I can't see. He's hurt.
Yeah, he's
really hurt. They got to get him off the field.
And Scott, the skies are opening up a bit.
Yeah. Oh, it is coming down.
It's coming down.
I tell you, we got to get a shot. I'm going to show you. I'm going to have Broden.
It's coming down.
I'm going to have Broden show. Look at the South players that who are trying to put the
9:38, 11-point lead.
Okay, we go back to the game.
Back to the action. Hinault in the shot. Scott,
coming down.
I thought that was a turnover.
That was movement on Goffstown, by the way.
Stinnett up the middle. 6 yards, flag on the field. The ball's loose. Now it's South ball. It's South ball, but there's a flag, Scott.
No, it's going to be holding on Goffstown.
Goffstown decline.
Did I not tell you that this is ripe for this type of weather?
But this makes it exciting. We're still going to win. I'm confident.
It makes it exciting, but not good for your cardiologist.
No. I'm telling you, I think we're still going to get the W. We're up 11, 9 minutes left. Momentum has shifted a bit.
I've realized that. I am the pessimist and you're the optimist.
I am confident.
Yeah.
Now it's lighting up. The sun's coming out.
The conditions are the same for either team, so we could see the same thing.
Yeah, but now the rain has stopped for Nashua South.
Keefe in the shotgun. Frost gets the call. Up the middle, slips up.
He slips.
He picks up nothing. He made it to the back line of scrimmage, but he clearly slipped up on his own, Scott.
Yeah.
The field's in rough shape.
Why is the clock not going?
Well, there's a flag.
Okay. All right. A lot of laundry lately. Holding on the Panthers, it looks like. So the rain has abated. SAT word.
Illegal formation on South.
I'm not trying to teach Ty some of these SAT words for his upcoming next year SATs for you, right?
And me.
And you, right, Broden?
I don't like those tests.
Well, we just took the SATs.
You did. All those fancy.
9:11 on the clock, down by 11. Compo. That's Keefe rolling left, has some blockers.
Oh, that's a hold.
Slips up right away. No gain on the play.
That was a hold on
That's
number
still
26. They didn't throw the laundry.
2nd and 15, Scott.
He held Stinnett.
But, Scott, they're just not getting any traction.
Yeah. So here's a word for you, Ty. Look it up on your phone. Allen is stentorian.
Centurion.
Stentorian. We got a 2nd and 14.
Is that handsome, or what's he saying? I don't know.
The adjective stentorian.
Yeah, spell it. Spell it.
Describes a booming voice.
Oh, look at you. That's a big SAT word.
Booming voice, yes.
Keefe looking deep. Throws another duck. But Frost, is that Frost?
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't get it.
Frost is there.
And the clock is going, but that ball was a duck.
That was a duck. Frost has been the player of the game.
As you can probably tell, we are experiencing some technical difficulties with one of our cameras, and of course that means the audio as well from the field. And this is Adam McCune. You can now see 23-12, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Again, apologize for these difficulties. And I guess we're going to handle play-by-play duties amongst all the other duties we're doing here in the studio. Nashua deep in their own end zone or in their own territory, trying to get something to happen here as the clock is kind of winding down. Clock is really their enemy at this point. We have an all-volunteer crew out there today for those that are interested. A lot of high school students that are helping us out. It's been really awesome to see this. We wish, of course, that we would have had a little better outcome for the broadcast, as you see some of the credits that are going up there right now. And we're trying to get some information from the field, but again, we're definitely in the middle of trying to figure out everything. And it looks like they might be short there of the first down. Depends on the spot on this one here. 1:23 to go now. Clock is certainly going to be a factor in this one, as Nashua would need 2 touchdowns in order to come close in this one. It's now 4th and 2, so they're going for it as they should be pretty much on every possession, pretty much since the start of the fourth quarter, as Nashua really came out swinging here to start this second half. Here comes the pass, and it's picked off. Interception there and brought down to about the 20-yard line. If it wasn't over before, it probably is over there with that one. Nice play there by Putnam. But there is a penalty we're hearing, so we'll see if this has any bearing on the outcome of this. There's a penalty there. And it is against Goffstown. Now, was it before or after the play had happened? Trying to get that from the field. Because obviously that has a big bearing on the outcome of what happened there. They walk it back. It looks like the offense is still out there. It may have been a cutback there block, some sort of blindside block. And it looks like it's still going to remain Goffstown ball, though. So it was after the interception, and they're calling a personal foul. So it just backs it up quite a bit for Goffstown. 40 seconds left, and we're going to see Hinault just take a knee here to try and end this one, as the clock is now under a minute. Again, apologize for our technical difficulties. You know, we try so hard. We work quite a bit on this the week of homecoming, as we hope to have more of these sort of broadcasts for you as the season goes on and into the future. But that will pretty much do it. As you see there, Goffstown is going to win homecoming 23-12. A good fight there from Nashua South as they came out swinging for the second half. And that will do it for our broadcast. Thank you for joining us here on Goffstown Television. I'm Adam McCune, and once again apologize for our technical difficulties.